Hello there, welcome to Tuck and Cash. I hope you are doing well. I apologize for not posting a new video for 2 weeks. Lives happen, so to speak. But today I have a very interesting game to share with you all. So pretty nice starting hand here with the Phoebe and the Willet. The Phoebe gotta be one of the best starting bird in the base game. You get star nest, 3 points, you get food, and then I also got the omnivore, very nice bonus card. So here's the interesting part. In the tray, there's wood duck and the raven. Both the top tier bird. And I'm the starting player here, so I really get to choose whether I want to go with the wood duck or the raven. And remember, this is play on the tournament server where we have the house rule, so none of the ravens, killdeer, or Franklin's goal can be played in round 1. And because of the house rule, wood duck has really become one of the strongest bird in the base game. So I was really debating whether to go with the wood duck or the raven. And based on the food that I picked here, I think I decided to go with the raven here. I think I could have kind of mind gamed my opponent here as well if I pick a grain as my food. So in that case, I can be really going for either the wood duck or the raven. My opponent has no idea. But I guess without keeping a grain, I make it pretty obvious that I'll be going for the raven. And they pick up the wood duck, no surprise there. In hindsight, I think wood duck would have been a better choice there. And just so happened my opponent, by the way, G's here, have the pileated woodpecker, which is the best bird you can combo with the wood duck, because the pileated woodpecker allow you to lay eggs in the cavity nest. So you get eggs, you get cards, and you get food from the forest. So wood duck plus pileated woodpecker, one of the best combo in the game, especially with the house rule. So I got a free egg. Yeah, so the game didn't start very well for me because I picked the raven and my opponent happened to have the pileated woodpecker. So the wood duck is really great for them. I think one of the another reason why I picked the raven is also because of the omnivore expert. I wanted that 2 extra points. And I guess I'm not mad here because I drew the yellow throat. That should work pretty well with my raven to help me to find good cards to play. So I play the black tern, another star nest, so that they can get 2 eggs from the pileated woodpecker. Makes sense. Since they're going for the forest engine, I'm not too worried about giving them free food. And they drew one of the bird and Franklin's goal show up. Now, you know, definitely is a pretty good option for me with my raven. Couple that with the goal. I think here I was really debating whether to pick up another card using an egg, but I was thinking if I have the Franklin's goal or I play the Franklin's goal, I probably don't need draw extra cards now. And the Franklin's goal is nice too because of the omnivore. I get 2 additional points, so it changes my plan a little bit, but things still looks pretty good. And they play double bird to score the first end of round goal. Pretty smart over there. And now I have to do the very awkward thing of laying 1 egg and gain 1 food. That's just no better action for me. So very nice birds in the tray. The wobbler, definitely I'll love to have it. 8 points for 2 grub. And they did not pick up any of the bird because they need to play the wood duck first. Cowbird. Cowbird wouldn't be really useful in this game because my opponent very likely won't be laying eggs that much because of the affiliated woodpecker. Yeah, but I keep getting free eggs here. And I quickly run into the problem where I just don't have enough spots for all the eggs. That was really unfortunate there. So definitely want to get my Franklin skull out as soon as possible. Play a predator in the forest to continue to build up the engine there. Yeah, even the goal only has 2 spots for eggs. So what I really needed is birds with a lot of spots for eggs. Alright, they play another predator in their grassland. Maybe I was probably thinking maybe they're trying to pivot to the grassland at some point, so they need to build up their grassland. Or that might just be the best bird they can play. Also, it helped to score the 3rd and a route goal with the platform, so it makes sense that they play the Harry in the grassland. I think here I was debating whether to pick up the blackbird because I have a lot of birds that I won't be playing, so the blackbird can help me to turn those cards into points. But at the same time, I was thinking, you know, with the limited egg spots that I have, I probably can be activating the grassland for too many turns, so extra eggs from the blackbird might not be the best choice there. So they lay eggs to score the end of round goal here. So I really don't have a lot of good birds to play. I guess the falcon is nice here because I get to continue to build up my grassland engine. But again, the problem is I'm running low on egg spots and the falcon only have 2 spots. It would have been nice if I pick up the bluebird earlier. He has 5 spots for eggs. And now it's too late for me to play the bluebird because I only have 1 more space in the grassland. And the hummingbird is the only playable bird right now because of my omnivore, but it's still not great. Again, useless bird. I guess the magpie is not bad because of the star nest and omnivore. But I ended up making a pretty silly mistake here. Not here, but soon. Wasn't quite sure what I was thinking. Alright. Play the Baltimore Oriole, very nice. 9 points, big bird in the forest. This was so reactive. I still don't quite understand why I play the cowbird here. I think the magpie would have been a way better choice because of the star nest and spots for eggs. Instead, I just decided to play the cowbird, which has no spots, and as I say earlier, I shouldn't be anticipating my opponent to lay eggs that many times because of their pileated woodpecker. So yeah, the cowbird was a really big mistake here. It doesn't even make any sense in terms of points, you know. Minus the 2 eggs, the cowbird was 3 points, and my magpie with omnivore would have been 3 points as well. So that was a really foul play. And now, yeah, I'm really gambling on drawing good birds to play at this point because none of the birds that I have in my hands is good for anything. Yep, none of this are particularly good for my situation. The barn owl does have quite a few spots for eggs, 4, and there's cavities, so I think that's what I was trying to play there. Free food, free egg. Alright, let's see. They play the clock scream. 5 points for 1 food and the star nest. Definitely very good. So they're trying to compete for this end of round goal for eggs in platform and also planning for the last end of round goal. So very smart play there. Yep, again hoping to draw some nice card. Yep, Sandhill Crane would have been so great if it came up earlier. But still, I was probably thinking with the omnivore, that's still a 5-6 point birds, might be my best options given the circumstances. So they drew bird, which was a surprise to me, but now thinking back, it kind of makes sense. They got a lot of food, so they need some way to spend those food. And drawing only 1 card at a time using wood duck can be kind of slow, so they activated their wetland to draw additional cards. And look at this, we have the puffin and the Cassin's finch in the tray. Would have been great if I get to pick those up, but obviously my opponent here is going to pick it up. I guess, you know, I got the consolation prize here with the whooping crane. Not the worst. Yeah, the Atlantic puffin and the whooping crane here turn out to be the deciding factor for the game. For the late game at least. So now I at least have some hope for my game here with the bonus card. Especially the whooping crane, I can score 2 additional points with my omnivore. And I ended up drawing the Visionary Leader. So this is one of the very rare occasion where the Visionary Leader is actually good. So I scored the maximum for the Visionary Leader with my Whooping Crane. By the way, that was the V-Rail there I should have picked up. And with the Cass and Finch, I got 0 bonus points. So that really sucks. And yeah, I was feeling not so great at this point. Especially looking at my opponent board here. They didn't just play the Puffin, they played the Egret and the Puffin together. And then they played the Bluebird and the Scissortail Flycatcher. So all the big points bird there, just dropping layer bombs. Things were looking pretty good for my opponent here. And they also drew the Bell's V-Rail. I should have spent a turn laying eggs and draw the Bell's V-Rail. That would have given me another bonus card that could have turned the game around or make my position a little bit better. But I missed that opportunity. Now I have 2 turns to lay eggs. I can lay 10 eggs, but I obviously don't have that many spots. And I just hunted the bird that would have been so great if I get to play. But that's just the RNG of this game. So looking at my options here, so I only have a few egg spots, so really hoping to draw some good birds to play in the last turn, but did not draw anything. Five spots. And I also got free eggs from my opponent here, so only 4 spots. So laying eggs here is 4 points, plus Falcon might be 5 points. But the Falcon is not guaranteed, so I played a Mer Gangster here for 5 points. And because I did not play the Magpie, I also lose the last end of round go there. If I have the Magpie, I could have tie, I could have a few more spots for eggs. Yeah, overall that was a big mistake for playing the Cowbird instead of the Magpie. There you go. I ended up losing the game by 10 points. No one to blame here except for myself. And my opponent G's here played very well. And yeah, I think the game could have been closer if I played the Magpie instead of the Cowbird. And I drew a better bonus card for my Cass and Finch. And also, if I drew the last V-Rail bonus card, I might have had a chance to win the game. But in any case, I thought this was a very interesting game. I have the Raven and the Gull, and my opponents have the Pileated Woodpecker and the Wood Duck. It did take them a while to set up their Wood Duck, but otherwise I think they could have won this even more handily as well. In any case, I hope you enjoyed this game. Thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please do, and I'll see you in the next one.